Hi guys, this is the Binti Love 5Points, 5Stars review, and I'm your host, Binti Love. And guys, this is going to be a teachable moment. Okay, great. Okay, so my first point is, let me just comment on this. Did Kenya just really hang up on Sanya? Because now, Kenya just got a divorce, allegedly, and the divorce is completely over, allegedly. And so Sanya is saying all the people must come as a couple to Jamaica. Now, of course, Sanya, as you know the story, Sanya is from Jamaica, and she is a gold medalist, 4-time gold medalist. As she said earlier, put some respect on her name, she said. But she's going back to Jamaica, and she's giving everyone a trip there. But, Kenya was kind of not happy with Sanya, saying, oh, you have to bring someone and things of that sort. But if Kenya had let Sanya finish, she would have realized, which we found out later on in the show, that Sanya was just saying bring anyone. It can be a girlfriend. It wasn't that big of a deal. And that was, a little bit of a bothersome to Kenya. So she hung up on her before having all of the information. Okay, now my second point is, let me just report on this. I think it's really great that Marla went to see a psychologist to help her with her parenting, her nephews. I thought that was really, really great. And that happened, this is The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14, episode 12, the review. And, in this episode, Marla went to see a psychologist because, as, I said in my review on episode 11, Marla has been being challenged with this new role of being a mother for several years due to her sister's current challenges in her life. So Marla stepped in and took over the raising of the boys, her nephews, just 2 of them, as a parent, which I think is very, very nice. But for her, to go to the psychologist and getting better knowledge of parenting, I think is a great choice for her. So we see a little bit of that in the show. And, as a male psychologist, so, he was like, she asked, can I bring them, the boys, sometime? And he said, yeah, sure. So I hope that works out more for Marlo, and we'll see more of that in the episodes to continue. So good for you, Marlo. Okay, now my third point is a little bit of a criticism. With Candy and her family meeting with Todd. Okay, so Candy and her family and Todd had, a meeting, the children, over trust wills and how, Todd would treat her, or, the family members, if something happened to her, how would he treat the kids, And they were kind of like, we don't think you'll do a good job, kind of like saying that a little bit. He would not give them all the money at once. He would have to break it up over their lifetime, and they were not going for that. So, that kind of left Todd in a bad, angry space, and he thought the women and the family were being disrespectful towards him. I kind of do agree, because he needs their trust and respect, and he was not getting it. So good for you, Todd, for talking about it and being vocal of, your hurt and lack of respect from the women in your family, that you felt that they were not giving you the respect that you needed. So, I definitely, appreciate Todd, sticking up for himself. Which does bring me to my fourth point. Through research, I saw through sources, allegedly wills and trusts' sole purpose is to protect and honor the person who left the trust wishes if they die. So basically, letting people know what they want to leave their assets, to, and the things to what person and sorts and things of that nature. Also, according to sources from my research, if no one comes forward to claim your money and assets because you did not have a will or trust, everything goes to the state. We don't want that. That's a uh-oh. So no one wants that. So I do suggest that Candy and Todd are doing a good thing right now by getting things together and setting aside a will and trust now, so they don't have to worry about that and later on in the years with if something happens, unfortunately. So I really appreciate them coming forward and letting us know about things of that nature, because I thought that was really good, because I don't think people are really thinking that way, and they need to be. Okay, so my fifth point is always ends on love, because after all, this is the Binti Love Podcast. And definitely make sure to subscribe right now. Make sure you comment and like this video also. So before I do my fifth point, I just want to say that I gave this episode 5 stars, and it's pretty much because of Candy and Todd and having these good discussions that people don't normally think about all the time. So about wills and trusts, I thought that was really, really great. And so my fifth point is always it ends in love. After all, this is the Binti Love Podcast. Binti Love Podcast. Yes. And so I thought that, Todd and Candy coming together at the end, and Todd was like, after they got over that little anger issue he had, he was like basically saying to Candy that, he was coaching her through going back to Broadway, because remember, her show closed down allegedly due to some COVID activity, the show about the colored man. I feel as though, that was like a hard time for her, so he's coaching her that, hey, they want her to come back on Broadway, and I think the new show would be the piano lessons. That's what I'm thinking it is, allegedly, but I'll give you more information on that maybe as they cover it through the show here. But so he coached her, saying that, go back, and keep going with your Broadway producing credits. And so I thought that was really good. That although he was mad about her decisions with the trust and will, they show how real marriage, you can get over these things and you can come to a happy median. So, okay, so that was my fifth and final point. Make sure again to subscribe to the video, to the podcast. Make sure to subscribe, and also like it and comment. Let me know what you think about it. And, that would be great for me. Okay, bye, guys.